SarahTRoberts, Behind the Screen, Content Moderation in the Shadows of Social Media. Welcome to the hidden world of content moderation unraveled in SarahTRoberts' Behind the Screen, Content Moderation in the Shadows of Social Media. The book penetrates the veil surrounding commercial content moderators, exploring their laborious work, psychological impact, and the power dynamics in play. As you dive into this summary, you'll discover a poorly paid army of moderators who view and filter thousands of images, videos, and texts daily. Their crucial role in upholding brand reputation, ensuring user satisfaction, and navigating complex site posting policies will be presented, along with the future challenges in content moderation and potential alternatives.
Unseen Moderation of Social Media. SarahTRoberts' book exposes the hidden reality of content moderation on social media platforms. The army of unpaid and unappreciated global content moderators works behind the scenes to filter out what is seen and what isn't. These individuals are subjected to the unhealthy effects of their job, affecting their mental health. Roberts' focus on the human cost behind commercial content moderation prompts readers to consider the real cost of our digital convenience and question the blurred lines between free speech and harmful content. The invisible army of social media. Every day, armies of content moderators sift through thousands of images and videos, deciphering between what constitutes as misinformation, terrorism, conspiracy theories, and incitement of violence and what does not. Often wrongly overlooked, moderators are the social media platform's first line of defense. Their job entails understanding country-specific laws, company policies, and guidelines, as well as possessing cognitive processes and linguistic and cultural competencies. The book highlights how the hiring of these workers was not being discussed despite being important in protecting both brands and users. The truth about content moderation in tech companies. Tech companies conceal the role of content moderators to maintain secrecy and avoid evasion of uploaders. Social media companies rely on moderation to protect their brand and user experience for profit. Upstart platforms learn quickly that no content moderation is a poor business move. Moderating online content. Content moderation can be detrimental to the psychological well-being of moderators, who face constant exposure to disturbing material. Some moderators have filed lawsuits against tech giants for disabilities and damages. Mental health services are available but feared by moderators due to stigma. The job of content moderation is often described as repetitive and monotonous. It involves constant exposure to disturbing texts, images, and video content. This work, akin to factory labor, can take a psychological toll on moderators. Some claim that discussing their work experiences worsen their symptoms, while others fear seeking mental health services provided by social media companies to avoid being stigmatized. Several content moderators have filed lawsuits against tech giants for disabilities and damages caused by their work. AI and the limitations of moderation. Automated programs such as PhotoDNA are limited in their ability to prevent the spread of harmful content. While this program can identify and remove images of child sexual exploitation, human moderators must first recognize and tag the images for the program to add them to its database. The eGlyph project faces similar challenges in trying to remove terrorist content. Additionally, regulating hate speech and false information remains difficult as users continue to find ways to avoid detection. While AI holds promise for moderation, it is still a long way from being able to solve all these issues. The dark side of content moderation. A content moderator at an international tech giant realizes he is part of an underprivileged class when he can't access the company's perks due to its health insurance policy not covering his position. The job's toll on his mental health makes it difficult for him to detach from work despite the end of his shift. The outsourced content moderation industry. Tech companies outsource content moderation to third-party firms, causing cultural clashes that affect decision-making. Megatech's policies, developed in Silicon Valley, do not account for global cultural differences. Microsourcing hires English-speaking moderators who work in special economic zones. Content moderators work in secrecy, making it difficult to unionize, and they face job insecurity due to the availability of cheaper alternatives. Keeping information flowing. The future of American democracy hinges on maintaining essential spaces for information exchange, says Shannon Mattern. She proposes utilizing librarians as guides in navigating the overwhelming digital age, emphasizing the importance of upholding freedom of expression. Mattern highlights recent events, including UCLA's All Things in Moderation Conference and the Tech Coalition's Employee Resilience Guidebook for Content Moderators, as crucial discussions surrounding the subject of content moderation that needs to be addressed. The Untold Story of Social Media Workers. SarahTRoberts' book sheds light on the little-known world of social media content moderation, revealing the inner workings of this industry. Based on interviews with workers across multiple continents, she delves into their daily schedules, situations, and challenges. Roberts also demystifies the gatekeeping processes employed by social media companies, an issue of significant political consequence. A must-read for anyone seeking to understand the profound impact of this secretive subculture, this book joins the ranks of other standout works on the Internet, including Global Free Expression, FutureNet, and Custodians of the Internet.
As we conclude this summary, we reflect on the immense significance of content moderators in shaping the fabric of our social media landscape. Behind the Screen delves into the challenging work conditions, such as psychological injury and monotonous labor, that many of these dedicated individuals endure. It's crucial to recognize their contributions, despite tech companies' attempts to downplay or conceal their roles. The book also hints at a future where human moderators may one day be replaced or assisted by artificial intelligence solutions. In the meantime, considering alternative approaches, such as librarians aiding in navigating information overload, could open up new avenues for managing the mounting internet content.